Hello, everyone. This is Thomas Pepin, NHL Talk. I'm Thomas Pepin, and let's play some NHL. Continuing the franchise mode series where I've taken over the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're on season 19, episode 2. Partway through the season, we sit 13-3-2, which is pretty good. And yeah, not much more to say. We're just going to move through the regular season here. So, let's get to it. So that's 2 losses in 3 for whoever is the current starter. So that means they go to the back of the rotation. So it would have been Gosselin, so that means Ness is in, Mikanov back up. Who's this? 24, top 6, two-way. Nope. Which team is worse? 10-7. So Edmonton, that means we keep the same goalie. Oh, I just remembered I'm supposed to, or something that, so I thought about this after last stream, because we were having difficulties. How does Mikino get hurt all the time? Sorry, 1 second, just want to make sure that, okay. So we're having difficulties for one with player performance of one of the guys we picked up and another guy that just moved up from the AHL. They could be related in some way. So the new guy is the guy for sure that we would be trading. And on that note, actually, wait, sorry, distracted. I got to figure out which team is worse. 13, 4-4 versus 14, 7-1. So what was I saying? Yeah, so we've got the underperforming guy, and we've got an issue with line chemistry. So I didn't realize, this is my stupid mistake. I mean, it's not that impactful. Actually, you can see from the performance of our top guys that it's had essentially no impact whatsoever. But that being said, our line chemistry is down because we don't have any playmakers, and it's something that we should have, because it helps with, for example, the power play lines, and it allows us to better play players that we want to play. And I know that's kind of counterintuitive because Sorry, one sec. I have to record the higher prices here. It's counterintuitive because if you have a playmaker playing, then you're taking away ice time from other guys. But in all likelihood, it's not anybody. So hopefully, if you have a good playmaker, that he's not taking ice time away from anybody. He's actually supposed to be there. So, long story short, we're going to be considering trading for at least one, but maybe even two playmakers because we don't even have any in the pipeline coming up. So, yeah, it's definitely something that we're going to have to take a look at. Now, there might not be any good options out there, so we might have to go with what we have. And yeah, it's just concerning when it comes to, like, our third line right now is not playing well. We're still winning. Everything's going fine. It's just that line's playing miserably. So you can even see here, like, they're at 2 points per game almost. A lot of our players from the first and second line. On that note, let's see. I wonder, we might actually lead. We're first, second, third, fifth. What is that? Eighth in points. Like, that's unreal. So it's as much as our line chemistry is down, our performance is crazy high. I guess I have the right mix of players. I was going to say it wasn't intentional, but it's not that it was unintentional. I was just selecting the best players for the best value players for best performance per price, and then trying to get the best of those. So yeah, it's obvious that it would happen. It's just, you don't necessarily expect as high of performance as we're getting at the moment. So, I mean, that would be crazy to have the top 5 point getters. It just doesn't make any sense. So if we can keep this up, that would be maybe first time I've ever seen anything like that. But I mean, I've put together the team in a certain way for good reasons. So Pekarainen till December 14th. So it's not crazy long term. I think it's like 2 weeks. Well, a little bit less than 2 weeks maybe. What's our story then? What are we? Because I know we have 2 injuries at the moment. What's the whole situation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've got all of our forwards. And that just means, yeah, that we need 1D. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we previously called up Mers, I believe. Did we lose? I could have sworn that at some point we called somebody up. Maybe not. Guess not. Anyways. Well, we can't call up Nemechek, unfortunately. So he almost has what we're looking for. I think this, oh, I thought he had all of it. It feels like we lost somebody. No, I guess not. I think it's all it um, is that Colton was negatively impacting lines. So I'm assuming, yeah, that it was that tiered thing. So can you go to third? Not really. Can you go with him? So the problem is he can't play third. So left shot. Well, who has performed the worst? So he's got 12, 12, 8, 6. So Kazhanov will go to the third pairing. We'll do that. Man, our D's not looking good either. Well, with that injury at least. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out a few things. So let's start with penalty kill. It is Bachman. So the reason I'm gonna do this is I want to see if there's any issues with the pairings where it makes the penalty kill negative, and then that will make me adjust the lines from there. So not that bad, all things considered. So let's see. Colton makes it worse. Mares worse. Kashanov no different than if you have Bachman. So then this is going to have to be Martins, I believe, to at least stabilize it. And then this one will just test everybody. Friends. Taves. Threlfall. Moss. then, is that right? Colton and, yeah. Okay, so it's going to have to be Moss and then a -1, which is not the end of the world. I'm surprised it's only that much of an impact. For these, because now we're starting to get pretty weak, we're going to play 3 forwards, I think. So, who's the one that goes there? Moss, I believe. Uh, oh, wait, no, it's Savage. So it's Dwyer that goes here. Savage, McLean. Actually, let's go with Layton. Then what we'll do is this. We'll do Bachman. Heward. There. Well, if we change that, then let's do Layton here. Oops. Dwyer here. Dwyer, Savage. Let's go Sarno. I think that's good, and then power play's annoying. Do we just put? Let's just put Sarno in, I think. Man, Leighton is not playing well. Huh. Whoa. Then we might have to do something different here. Because Sarno's not doing anything to help the line, basically. Wow. So we're going to have to have a power play that's a negative, believe it or not. That's wild. So we really need to seriously consider getting playmakers. Yeah, it's like 10 days till Pickering recovers. Hmm. You know what? I think we're gonna go have a look now. Um, See what options we have out there. One thing, just before I go forward, I want to see what our team stats look like, because if our guys are over, like, that are 2 points per game. How? Man. So our goals for per game are 5.32. I don't think I've ever seen that yet. Goals against is very high, actually. We still have a +2 goal differential. And we're lucky for that. So there's something defensively going wrong. Power play is nearly 50%, which is ridiculous. Penalty kill is middle of the pack, which is fine. Okay, so we're going to go take a look at potential trades. Because we've got a boatload of guys not playing well. Savage, 13 points, -9. Dwyer's doing great, but he's playing on a line that's doing great. 11 points and 25. $19 and 25. So he was doing good, and then now he's not. So I think he's the least of our worries of the guys that we have. I think it's McLean is what's hurting us. 11 points. And this guy, he's got 13 points and he's a rookie. So if he's got more points than a guy that's supposed to be at a point per game, there's something wrong there. Hmm. 11.8 two-way. Grinder. Oh, he's the guy we traded away. So we're obviously not going for him. Oh, Misa's trade value's tanked. He's a playmaker. 14.6. 3 years, that's expensive though. He's a guy we were considering. But he's just a two-way forward. Yeah, Whitmore. He's a playmaker. He's still producing. He should only have 1 year, 2 years left. Huh. So that's actually a perfect fix. Expensive for trade value, but it can be done. We've got the assets to do it. We have one guy that's just supposed to be put aside for trades, so so it's actually something that can be done. Devils, Whitmore. They still haven't signed him? Yeah, Whitmore's better. Yeah, and because he's RFA, we passed the point in which he can play, I believe. So if we traded for him, it would be a waste of a season out of him. Giftopoulos, and thought he wasn't that good. No, he's just having a good season. On first, and just out of interest, because we got rid of him a while ago, how'd he do? Mediocre. So, good choice then. 12.3. Oh yeah, this was a guy we were considering too. How many years? 4 years. Don't think we can afford him. I want to check. It will go through. Interesting. The question is, do we want a guy locked up for 2 years at a lower cap hit, or a guy locked up for 4 years at slightly too high of a cap hit? One guy's older, one guy's younger too. 12.3. What's his production been like? And he's got so he has one good season under his belt, and he's doing well so far in this one. Whereas Whitmore has had a number of good seasons. How old is Whitmore? So this guy was 24. Whitmore is 28. Interesting. So I'm leaning towards Whitmore still, in particular because of the cap hit. Also, it's kind of good, almost. Maybe I'm just rationalizing this, but that his contract's coming up, because then we're going to know where he stands very quickly, and then can make other decisions. So I don't know if I am too bothered if he doesn't re-sign. We would need to find somebody of equivalent standing, but this guy's been good, I think, hasn't he? No, up and down. Trade value's better. Brendamore's a guy that would be nice if we had. Like, look at that point production. He's a playmaker. There ain't no way we were spending 17 million. We get the exact same performance out of people that we spend 7 million less on, so you can do what you want. I remember seeing his name come up a lot. We had him before. He's been around a point per game. He's just way too expensive. Up and down. Oh, that's the thing. So we just lost 2 playmakers. Makes sense, the impact. And we lost Ortiz. Now, I've only been looking at elite guys, so there could have been other options. That's a good point, actually. For the trade value, we could pick up 2 guys. These guys want McLean. Let's do another pass of everything. I know this takes time, but in real life you hope that a GM is doing the same amount of thinking. So 86 or above playmakers who have produced a lot. If there's anyone out there. So the reason I thought about this is, as a great example, Martins. He is producing crazy numbers, and his potential is just top 6 forward. So kind of misleading the potential score. So it's basically 85 and above. That's what I'm looking at. Top 9's not going to happen. And I don't really care about age now. Now I'm just looking at performance exclusively. 9.4 is good. Wasn't this guy good though? I guess not. Hmm. Lately, he's around a point per game. He's a playmaker. Trade value, cap hit. I don't know if I like the combo. And he has no X Factor things. How many years on his contract? Yeah. If he had like more things making him look good, then I'd consider it, but yeah, not enough positives. Gervais Chouinard. Lindros was penalty minute trouble, I thought. Brought it back a little bit. Yeah, and again, no X factors. He has one X factor. He's a playmaker. Cap hit's great. 2 years left. Don't have any information on him, but he's got everything else that we want. Reasonable trade. So his X factor is Send-It, I think is what it's called. Great long passing. So he meets our criteria and he's less expensive. Yeah, I don't know though. Not enough going on. On person. Whoa, 16 million. Ain't no chance. $23. He's only got the one X factor. How many years? 3 years at 9.5. Not quite. Two-way forward, unfortunately. He would have otherwise been pretty good. How many years? 4 years at 11. 4 years at 11. Okay, I know he's had some good seasons. Not enough. That trade value is reasonable, though. He's like pretty darn close. I'm gonna write his name down. Gilmy with San Jose. think he's power forward, yeah. Funny, simming through a whole bunch of seasons, even as you get further down the line, you do recognize names after a while. This is the guy maybe we should have picked up before. About 14 million away. Yeah, so it is like, it's as if some of these players are players that, who's this guy? I don't recognize him. As if they're like players in the league today, because you've been looking at them so often. Except this guy I don't recognize. He's playing well this season. Past 3 have been okay. He's old. Trade value's okay. Contract is actually okay because we would trade him when he turns 35. In the extra years, it doesn't really matter to us. And well, I was just about to say we could get this guy and the previous guy I just looked at for the price of what the better player that or players that we were considering. But the problem is we can't afford both of them anyways. Or can we? What's our cap space? 5 million. 5 million. 15 million. No, we couldn't afford both. So then I think that kind of tells us we have no choice but to go for the better guy and only one of them. Unless there's something like this. This guy has played with us before. He had a good season with us. Otherwise, he's having a good season, but that's about it. Cap hit's great, though. So even if he doesn't work out, we could... Because, like, he can just play on the third line. Because then this way we could pick up actually, he kind of fits perfectly. Because that cap hit is just crazy good. So we would pick up one of the better guys and then pick up this guy for the third line. And then I think that would fix all of our problems. I don't even know if we need him, to be honest, to fix all of our problems. I think what we'll do, though, I'll write his name down. So he's actually ideal, even though his performance isn't the best. What you're going to get from his cap hit, I think, is pretty stellar. It's unfortunate that, I was going to say it's unfortunate he's only got 1 year left, but we could actually negotiate an extension. And then that makes it even better. Because nobody else we've seen it's like that. So that's what we'll do. And I think we're going to go back and get wait, because we've got 5 million. Yeah, we're going to get Whitmore. How exactly we're going to pull this trade off, I don't know. Yeah, we have that throwaway trade value here. We have no draft picks to use. 37, 30. I wish we could pull him up, but we can't. 29. The question is, do we want Trevica or Ray? I don't think there's anybody else we're trading. Unless, because he's done poorly, we get rid of him. But I don't know if it's fair. Because maybe it's just his line. Do we have anything else we can give up? $107 and 66. Looks like it's Bure. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Bure. It's unfortunate, but I guess that's how it goes. First round pick as well. See, I don't actually know who is getting the better deal in this, so I'm gonna work my way down and see. But from this, it doesn't look like we'll be able to pick up the other guy we were thinking about. If we can't do it with that, then I don't think we can do it. We have nothing else that we're willing to give up. Unless, like I said, we we get rid of the other guy that wasn't playing well. We could, maybe. God, that would be an awful lot, though. We have no other options. Unless we get rid of the mares. This lock guy. He's not playing good at all. No. What's the Ottawa guys? Is trade value less? It looks like a lot less. Maybe just go with this guy? I mean, if we get forced into this, it's not the end of the world for me. I think this one's going to go through with something. Now, it could turn out the same way as the other one that we tried, but I think this one has a better chance. It feels like, just from the way it's looking, I think the trade value is slightly less for this guy, which is surprising, but because like this is nearly double the value, so Last time it wasn't double the value. So it's got to be close. I stand corrected. So, so the other option is to upgrade. So put some assets together into one asset, and then that gives us more things that we can include in the package. What do we want for this? Really? I didn't think it would be that easy. Well, this guy might even have more trade value. You know what? Let's go with this guy instead. Hooray. Clean. First round pick. Oh. Well, it shouldn't have been that easy because that was the same amount that we had before, so unless I did something stupid. We traded Paulson, Locke, and Ronaldo for a first. Yeah, all those guys were included in the trade before, so that makes no sense. Which is why I was kind of surprised. So I was surprised first to get that first round pick, and then second, the fact that they accepted that trade. I don't know. I won't question it. So I think this one guy is going to fix it. I kind of like the idea that he's younger, even though his contract's higher. He's younger, and it's a longer stretch of time we have him. So I just feel more confident about that. There's more surety you have for 4 years. So, anyways. Now the question is, where the heck does he fit in? So he doesn't fit really well anywhere. Not bad, but ideally this second line it looks like. So you're going to go there. Dwyer is a centerman. So there's no dramatic change on these lines for chemistry. Sure, yeah, that's what I had a feeling. So with the right people it would, but yeah. Minus 15. He's a point per game. Was over a point per game. He's been playing that long. And he hasn't produced that well till now. That's surprising. Okay, so now we got to make some adjustments. So Savage, so he has to be here somewhere. He is a left shot, left wing. Dwyer goes to first. Dwyer, Savage. So we'll have Dwyer come here. Leighton, Demers. And that goes down. Oh. That's right. Okay. How is he at other stuff? That's something I didn't bother looking at. I don't think he's going to be a penalty kill type guy. I'm wrong. 82, 87. So he's the same as Taves, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, just a bit less for defensive awareness. So Rams, Martins, Moss, Throw, Fall, Taves, Carney, Savage, Dwyer. Who's the guy on this third line with them? Leighton, so he doesn't have a line. So it doesn't fix everything, but does a pretty good job with most. So I'm interested to see how he's going to turn out. Because like I said, the past 2 seasons, so he's a point per game this season and was the year prior, but wasn't before that. So really have no idea how he's going to turn out. One more thing. Do we have any other trade value left? Not really. He's willing to do a 2-way. The guy I think we looked at briefly. It's 26, a bit old. But we're lacking now because we just traded away guys. So you know what? I'll sign him. Anybody else we can sign? Oh, he's a guy we had before. Did he play well? No. But we already have enough D, so I don't really think I should be going for them. He's close. Atkinson. There's nobody else we'll get him to. Cool. So fill up a couple spots that we just got rid of. Yeah. Yeah, and D's the other thing that maybe we should be considering upgrading. But we don't really have much else that we can move at this moment, so is that 2 losses in 3? No. Cool. Oh, Axton goes right to the first line. That's surprising. Well, you do whatever you want to do there, AHL coach. So we got a few things of maintenance shortly. And something I was just thinking about, I'm supposed to be monitoring the goalies that we have, and then potentially one of them's going to go down to the AHL and swap with the AHL guy if the AHL guy is doing well. Which, on that note, we can go have a look. .905, 11.4, and 0. So not stellar, not horrible. And he was the guy that won us the cup last season, so yeah. Anyways, what I'm getting at is maybe he deserves a shot. Did I save? I forget if I saved. Nice. Well, with the new guy on our team, we had a shootout loss and then we've been winning since. Not that we were ever having issues with winning before, but let's see how he's been doing. 3 points in 3 games. It's a good start. The minus isn't good, but he's got 34, so he's slowed down a bit. Oh wait, no, that was 44, wasn't it? Yeah, my bad. So maybe he hasn't slowed down. And that is 44. 46. Jeez. These top 2 lines, it's just ridiculous. Oh, and on that note, how's our line doing now that this guy went down? 29, so he's still producing at the same rate so far. 15. I know his plus minus has improved. I think he's got more points, but I can't tell. 22. I think he's got more points as well. So I think it's fixed things, but it's really hard to say. Oh, I almost forgot to put that D guy back in. I was like, there's something I'm forgetting. Okay, so how have you done? Not well. So what we're going to do is immediately send him down. So had he done okay, we might have kept him up as... Actually, no, we probably would have sent him down anyways. But had he done well, he would be our call-up in the case of injuries. But now it looks like we're going to try somebody else next time. So, but at least we know. Ryan's back in. I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. How's Bachman doing? 14, 13, 7, 7, 9. Man, Pepin is playing well. Okay, so... 14. Let's try Bachman up. No, but then we'd have 2 right-handed. I think that's going to be the best we can do. Uh, no, we're going to want Pekarainen on the first unit. So I was just thinking about, because we've got the playmaker on the second one, so we don't need to double up. So then Savage and Dwyer get flipped over here. Savage. Dwyer. Then Pickarainen. And what's his face? Leighton. I sure hope Leighton works out. Like, well, I was hoping that all the guys that we had were going to work out, but looks like not the case. So if Martins is the shooter, then it has to be Pickarainen. I think Martins is still the scorer right now. Whoa, Moss is doing well. What if... No. So maybe what he's doing is scoring in front of the net because that's his skill. So I think we'll still set it up as Martin's the shooter, Pickarainen is going to be the setup guy. I think that's right. Yeah. Oh. I didn't want to separate the other two guys, but I'd rather the lines condense down with Leighton still being on. So then Leighton's going to have to go here somewhere. Let's see. Savage isn't playing well. So we'll put Leighton here. Flip them. Savage can go here. Oh wait, he's a winger, right? And this is Pickarainen. I think that's right. Tave 16, 14. Okay, cool. So it is Pickarainen, Heward, Coltonen, Sarno, Shanoff, Bachman, that's not good. Mertens. Sweet. Rens, Martins. You know what? Let's go more offensive because our defense isn't that great anyways. So why not just do this? Thrill Voltaise, Carney. Sarno, yeah. Savage, Dwyer, Layton, Heward. That was pretty sure an away game. So one thing I'm going to take a look at. I just want to see the situation with Bachman if we were trying to extend him. So he's changed his mind and he's asking for more at the moment. So we already have a replacement for next season. So you know what? We're probably just going to play him out the rest of this season anyways. There's no point in trading if we don't need to. And then trade him in the off season. Wasn't Pickeronen supposed to be injured till later? Or am I confusing? Might be confusing the guy that we traded away. Which team is worse right now? 10-6. I do think the Red Wings are worse. Whoops. Because they have less regulation wins, and I'd rather play. I think it's harder to get regulation wins, so technically I would say Washington's better at this moment. Bet you anything's got, yeah, it's an expensive contract. 78 overall. Nah. Should be ready soon. So that's back-to-back losses for Ness. So he's out of the rotation now. Let's do this first. So, Mikanov. Oh, before I do that, 7-1-1, which is good. 8-9-9, not very good. I know 4 still. What's the situation with which guy can get sent down? So Ness can get sent down. So we'll give him his next shot at being starter. We'll see what his stats are and then decide from there. It's not bad enough yet for us to decide to do anything. How has Coltonen done? Perfectly fine. Holding water, that's all we could expect. It's his purpose. Sidhu. Flip with Bachman. I guess Kazhanov. Oh. Pickerainen could technically be playing here. I think this guy's been doing better. Feels like it. 26, same here, kind of. 32, about the same. Wait, yeah, not yet for maintenance, but pretty soon. I was gonna see if now was the time to do it, but I guess not quite. Mikanov might actually be out of rotation too. So he lost there, won there, lost there. So quick rotation for Mikanov, I guess. We'll do that in a sec. Just want to check in on this guy. He's picked up points with us. Wow, yeah. That's a change. He was a point per game, and then now he's shot up to much over a point per game. He's still... Oh, okay, because I thought those minuses, some of them were from us. But no, he's actually doing great. That's pretty sweet news. 53, 52, 55, 45, 46. We might still have like the top positions for points in the league. Let's take a quick look actually. No way, some guys actually passed us. And then we have third to fourth, eighth, ninth, and that's it for the moment. That's ridiculous. This is the best we've ever had our top lines perform, and they've always been good. So like that tells you something. It's yeah, pretty crazy. Maintenance should be very, very soon. St. Louis. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Yes, so after St. Louis, we're going to do our maintenance. Savage fractured ankle. It's pretty long term, but not super critical. How's Demers doing? 21. So not nearly as good as before, but that's okay. He's not expected to. We don't have anybody else up and available, I don't think. Oh, we can play Colton in. works. Do we just slot Demers right in? I don't think any of the D are playing better. 16, 11, 4, 13, 17. So I guess Demers it is. He shoots right. Yeah, I guess he can stay on the point. I mean, his defensive awareness isn't the best, but it's good enough to fill in there. Penalty kill, then Carney's the immediate fix. I think. How's Leighton? Yeah, we'll do Carney. Let's do this. This. And this. Then this one's that easy fix. We just put Picker in because we've wanted to play him there, but doesn't really fit if we're healthy. Goslin's back. Oh wait, no, it's not Goss. Oh, I don't think I looked. Hurricanes 16, 14, 16, 15. Oh, they're basically the same anyways. So, my bad, but it didn't make a difference. So, yes. Another thing I haven't looked at is how's our fourth line doing? That's quite good. Half a point per game, basically. That's a bit low, but that's good enough. Still not a negative, so that's plenty good for me. maintenance. Lower, upper. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that one. Whoops. Oh well, too late now. Lower, upper, suites. So I can put all these prices back up. Upper goes to 186. Lower goes to 334. Suites go to 614. Oh, it is pretty long term, right? Because we're only in January, so he's out for a while. Okay. So none of our goalies really have that great of... Yeah, they're all not playing well. It's weird because our defense, I mean, I don't know if you'd even be able to tell from the plus minus of defense if they're playing well or not. Anyways. So that's where we're going to end it. But before I do that, I just want to go and take a look at our player performance at the moment. So not the guys that have been playing well, like we already saw that these guys are doing stupid numbers. Carney, I just want to double check on how he's doing. 18 points in 13 games is very good. So he's fitting in perfect, which is, I'm not going to say surprising. It's just that you never know. So it's more, I'm just glad. Dwyer's slipped a bit. He was a point per game, and now he's gone a bit lower. Leighton's actually been going up, which is great news. So he's nearly getting back to point per game. Demers is doing well. Savage, I think he was improving before he got hurt. Then defense, whatever, it doesn't all matter for any of them. Then, like I was saying, goalies, everyone's below 900, which is very poor. So is Barrett, unfortunately. So it's going to be debatable on if we pull him up or not. Team stats, I don't know if I care too much, but goals for per game went down slightly. How much more are we than the next best? We're like a goal and a half better than the next best team. That's wild. 347 is one of the worst in the league. We're, what, sixth worst? It's not good. Power play still nearly 50% is so ridiculous. Penalty kill also towards the bottom. Because our penalty kill is doing so poorly, I'm going to shake things up a bit. So Taves, Threlfall. Rins, Moss. Let's try that. Alright, now that's it. So, if you like the stream, hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, turn on notifications. The channel homepage has upcoming streams on regular NHL content. That's going to be trade deadline day, basically taking place as the trade deadline takes place. For franchise mode and Be a Pro, I have a temporary schedule in the About section of the channel. You can have a look there. And as I've said before, plus or minus those times, plus an hour, maybe half an hour early, but it hasn't happened, and I doubt it's going to. Any comments, leave them in the comments, suggestions likewise, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for starting with Be a Pro, starting the Stanley Cup Finals, which is going to be cool. Okay, bye.